All right, hello and welcome. Today we're diving into a car that is making some serious waves, the all-electric Cupra Raval. Now the goal here is to be stylish, fun to drive, and, this is the big one, actually affordable. So could this be the EV that finally cracks the code for the rest of us?
And this quote right here, it pretty much says it all. Cupra isn't just trying to build another electric car to fill a spot in their lineup. No way. They are aiming to be the best model of this entire new generation. Now that is a bold, bold claim. So let's dig in and see if this car really has the goods to back up that kind of talk.
So, what is the Raval, really? Well, it's a huge move for Cupra. This is their new entry-level EV, and it's designed to bring that cool, sporty Cupra DNA to a much, much wider audience. Think of it as a key piece in the whole Volkswagen Group's master plan to make electric cars accessible to everyone.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, how are they going to make it so affordable? Well, the secret is what's underneath. The Raval is built on VW's brand new MEB Plus platform. It's a really clever, cost-effective base for front-wheel drive electric cars. And since it's shared with its cousins, like the VW ID Cross and the Skoda Epic, they get massive economies of scale, which is just a fancy way of saying they can build them cheaper.
But just because it shares a platform doesn't mean it's going to look like its relatives. Oh no, not even close. And this is where Cupra really does its thing, making sure their cars stand out. I mean, the very first thing you notice about the Raval is its look. It's just unapologetically aggressive.
Let's break that down a bit. The designers were apparently inspired by a predator insect for that super sharp front end. You can see these really strong lines or ribs down the sides that give it a muscular look. And the back? That's pure hot hatch. The whole thing has this slash-cut design that just makes it look like it's moving fast, even when it's parked. This is definitely not a car that's trying to blend in.
All right, so it looks the part, but does it have the performance to match? Let's get under the skin. Or, under the floor, I guess. Because Cupra is giving you a surprising amount of choice here. There's a model for just about everyone.
So take a look at this table. What's really cool is the variety. You've got the base Origin model, right? 114 horsepower with a durable LFP battery. Good for about 300 kilometers. Perfect for city driving. But then you can step up to trims with the more energy-dense NMC batteries, like the Endurance model, which pushes your range all the way up to 450 kilometers. And then, at the top of the food chain, you've got the sporty VZ with over 220 horsepower.
So here's the key choice you gotta make. It really boils down to this. Do you want maximum performance, or do you want maximum range? You can go for the VZ model. That's the one for the driving enthusiast who wants that thrilling acceleration. Or you can prioritize going the distance, getting up to a super solid 280 miles on a single charge. I love that they give you that choice.
And just to put a number on that VZ's performance, how about 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 6.8 seconds? Yep, that is firmly in hot hatch territory, and it means this thing is going to be an absolute blast to drive.
Of course, looks and performance are great, but you spend all your time on the inside. So what's it actually like to sit in this thing? Well, let's jump into the cockpit, which absolutely continues that sporty driver-first feeling.
You get all the modern stuff you'd expect, like a digital dash and a big screen in the middle. But, and this is a big one, a lot of you are going to love this, Cupra actually listened to feedback and brought back real physical buttons on the steering wheel. No more fumbly touch controls. Add in those awesome-looking bucket seats and some quick-access drive mode buttons, and it's clear this cabin is built for fun.
Okay. This all sounds fantastic. But the Raval is jumping into a really tough market, so let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about the numbers that really matter. How much is it, and who is it up against?
And here it is, the headline number. The Cupra Raval is expected to start at around 26,000 euros. Let that sink in for a second. That is a price point that suddenly makes a stylish, fun EV a real possibility for a whole lot of people.
And for our viewers in the UK, you're looking at a starting price just under £24,000. Again, that is some seriously competitive pricing that is going to make its rivals very, very nervous.
So who's the main competition? Well, it's got to be the equally cool Renault 5. And would you look at how closely these two are matched? The Renault might be a tiny bit cheaper, but they both offer pretty much the exact same range at the base level. This is going to be a fascinating fight to watch.
Which really brings us back to the big question. When you add it all up, the aggressive looks, the flexible performance, the driver-focused interior, and that killer price tag, the Cupra Raval has everything it needs to be a runaway hit. This isn't just another boring, affordable EV. This is one with a ton of heart and personality.
You know, the Raval is shaping up to be a genuinely fantastic car. and it seems to have so much going for it. We are definitely going to be watching this one closely. Thank you so much for joining me for this breakdown of the Cupra Raval. I'll see you in the next one.